Hello, we're going to try this again. I have tried here the last couple of days to actually get another video, and twice it's rained. One time I noticed I was doing it upside down, which actually I did my first one I posted upside down too, so sorry about that. Anyway, so here we shall try it again. We'll give her one more shot before I pack it up for the night and say the heck with it and go in and get all cleaned up and get around for, or get showers, get cleaned up, and get to sleep for work tomorrow. Anyhow, on this one I'm going to actually use a canvas that I got at Walmart for one of the cheaper canvases. And I am going to attempt to do a coral reef undersea type painting. So let's see how that works. And I will apologize for the shadows, but the way the sunlight is and where I've got to set this thing up at so I can actually do it is annoying. I'm going to have to actually probably try to get some kind of power source out here to plug this into and get a light going so that I can get the shadow out of the way. But I'm just starting out, so new guy, give me a break. Anyway, as I've said before, I don't know what happened. I pulled a couple of gloves out, but I don't see where they went. So always be safe when doing art like this with spray paints or even acrylics. Gloves, breathing mask, and since it's hard to hear through this, I'm actually not going to be using it, but the wind, the way I'm sitting, the wind is blowing it right away from me, so I'll take that. But whenever I'm not recording, I always put that breathing mask on. So we get gloved up here. Oh, excuse me. I also have the great pleasure of dealing with allergies. Anyway, so we're going to do a coral reef. So we're going to use fluorescent paints. So I've got yellow fluorescent, pink fluorescent, green fluorescent. I thought I had an orange one, but I don't have a fluorescent orange. So I'm going to actually use golden sunset in place of a fluorescent orange. We'll see how that works. Like I said, I'm learning, you're learning with me. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to spray the bottom part of this with the fluorescent colors in just a whatever pattern, and we'll bring those out later when we cover it with blue. So put a little fluorescent yellow in there. Ooh, this one hasn't been shaken up for a while, so give it a good shake. Make sure that we're not getting any splats and splatters. Throw some pink in there. And I actually am going to put a little pink up there too. I haven't used the fluorescent for a while. So, a little green in there. A little more yellow. Yellow does not like to come through on this stuff. And throw a little bit of that orange in there. All right. Now we've got a hodgepodge of colors. Get those out of the way. And now, blue. Now we want this to dry some, again, so that the colors aren't leaking through. And we want blue because it's supposed to be underwater. I'm going to use two different colors of blue. I've got me some deep blue and I've got me some patriotic blue. So, once we have this fairly dry, which is taking a couple of minutes, we will cover it with blue. See, that's the splatter I'm talking about when you don't have it shaken up real good. So, get some nice blue in there. Shaky, shaky, shaky. And we'll get some deep blue in there. And then just because, sounds like a plan, I'm going to put a little light blue in there, up there more toward the top. And then we want a tool to scrape this paint out of and get some of that shaping on the coral reef to come out. But first, we take some paper, we crumple it up to make a design on the paper, and we bring out some of that like that. And we do it up here, down in the corner. And we dabulate. Dab a color. There we go. It doesn't look too horrible. So, welcome to the choo-choo train. Once we got some of this uncovered, and you gotta be careful, you put too many colors on there too quickly, you end up with this gross looking stuff. So what we want to do is just draw little different designs like right along the edge, and we want to outline and make sure to take paint off of whatever tool you're using, because if you don't, it'll clump up and go back onto your drawing. So scrape it off as you're going, and just do little different widths and thicknesses. And if you go lightly, then you get a little color in it. And if you go heavy, then it goes white all the way down to the canvas. And then just do random designs. If you see where it looks like it might be a little outline of something, a little shape of something, go in there, bring it down, make sure all the, make sure you don't let any hair get on there. One of the problems. Anyway, so just do little different designs in there. Do little shades, little shapes. If you think that the rock is separated there, put a little design in there. Bring it down here. Bring it down like that. If you got a little outline there, put a little outline there. A little in there, put a little outline there. And I think right in here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna go around like this, and down like that, and then come out and do it the other way around too. Down like this, and down like that. And then we're gonna do just a little few lines in there. And that's gonna be kind of like a brain coral type thing. And then up here, we're gonna put in, you know, those little plants. Like this. We'll go clear up here. I'm gonna come out here, and like that, and like that, like this, and then here, and up, and up, and one off there, one off there. And then we're gonna do here with one. We'll do another one. Oh, my paint's starting to dry. So as the paint dries, it gets harder to do these designs. But we've got the special sauce over here that we can put on it that will help with that if we need it. And we'll do a little one there because that's a lot of empty space. And do just one right there. Okay, there's one. And we're going to do just a little bit smaller one over here. So we'll bring you up this way, and we'll bring you up this way, and we'll bring you up this way. And we'll do one off there, one off there, one off there, one off there, off there. All right, and there's one there. So there's that. We got a couple of plant type looking coral branches. We've outlined a bit of it to show maybe where there might be a couple extra rocks at. And I think maybe right here, I'm gonna spread that out. Okay, and this is where it's starting to dry up, so spray it down with some of that special sauce, i.e. clear coat. Because clear coat will soften up the paint again so you can scrape it off. So, all right, keep going here. And just like that. And then a little bit here. And that goes up there. My granddaughter came over to say hi. So that's who that was in the background. I think I said before in my last video that Grandma and Grandpa have guardianship of 3 of our grandkids, and the 4th one is staying with us because Mom and Dad don't have a place to live. So it is very hard to pay for everything and feed them.
Cool, Grandpa.
Thank you. We certainly try. So, here's this so far. And like I said, I'm not going to do a whole lot of extra. I'm not going to try to make it look awesome and so detailed and whatever. I'm just trying to do a basic and get a little color in there. Do something more than just black and white, which is, I do a lot of. Most of my paintings are a lot of black and white. So I'm going to spray a little more of the jungle juice on there. And I just, for some reason, something's telling me I need a line right in there. And then I need to, right in here, time for J. L. C. Squiggle, squiggle. And then doink, 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 doink. 24. All right. And at least the initials came out better than the last one. Now, to finish up, we have one more thing we have to do. And this is where I have the fun part. This is where I usually, if I'm gonna have something happen, it's this part. And what you wanna do is you want a straight edge, and you wanna take your straight edge and pick a spot up here somewhere. And I'm gonna actually just do a little spritz there like this. And then we're gonna take our straight edge and we're gonna draw some sunbeams. Now you don't wanna put it right on the painting. You wanna hold it just above and then spray right in here. And then just keep picking that same spot up here and move the bottom of it around. So, let's try this again. Make sure I don't screw too much. And then one right here. Bring it down, almost touching, but not quite. Excuse me.
You can't have it in the house
All
by
right,
yourself.
had to come around. So, and put one right there, and again, not quite touching, and right here. Right about there. Right there, just above. So I'm getting better at it, but I still have some issues with the control of my tool to make the lines where I want them and how I want them. And one right in there because that's a little blank. And one right in there, I say, looks pretty good. And finally, you want it brighter up in this area than you do down here because it's going into the water. So as it goes down, it should be breaking up and getting weaker. And then we just put a little bit more sun right in there to help cover some of those lines where they're coming from. That way, if you're putting them off somewhere, then it's covered up. It's amazing the things you can cover up with a little spray paint. Now, once you have your white in there, have it looking halfway decent. Have your grandkids over there making noises while you're trying to talk. Love the kids, but they always decide, hey, he's out there doing something. Let's go find out what he's doing and make noise. Now, once you have it done kind of the way you want it, and I have to work a little bit more on the coral. I mean, the colors are popping out pretty decent, but not like I really want, but close. Then you cover it with your clear coat to seal in all those flavorful juices. Let the clear coat dry. There's your painting. If you like it, great. If you don't, sorry, but like I said, I'm learning and you're learning with me. So drop a comment, leave me a like, and if you really like it, shoot me a message. You know, say, hey, cool, like it. If you have suggestions for like a planet, which I'm the best at doing the planet, so if you have colors that you want to try on a planet, let me know. Send me a comment. Let me know. I'll try to do one for you. And I'll give you a shout out, okay? Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.